Hi everybody, I'm Kelly Lee. Welcome to Southern Comfort Ramblings and welcome to my kitchen. We're going to continue with the tailgating thing that we started a few weeks ago, and tonight we are going to be making shredded chicken and shredded pork, stuffed jalapenos, and a homemade ranch dressing. Once you try this dressing and you see how easy it is to make, you're never going to want to buy dressing again. So we're going to get right into the ingredients. And we're going to start off with our very good looking peppers. There's 18 of them here. I used 10 jalapenos and 8 of the sweet bell peppers, and it just makes a really pretty color. We're going to also do 2 bricks of cream cheese and have them softened room temperature, 8 ounces, store brand, keep it cheap. The other thing we're going to use is some fresh herbs from my garden. And I have cilantro and oregano and dill and parsley and basil and cilantro. Did I say that? I have all of the herbs in there, and I just cut up a whole big bag full. But you are welcome to buy them in the little packets and just do what the herbs that you like. But you want some strong herbs in there. I also went ahead and bought the store brand or the store-bought pulled pork and pulled chicken, and for time, it's going to be all mixed up. That's it for the peppers. You can also, instead of doing the cream cheese and herbs, you can do pimento cheese. If you're from Charleston, South Carolina, the low country, you know, pimento cheese, Rufus pimento cheese is delicious, and you can use that instead of the cream cheese and herb. Now, onto the homemade ranch dressing, which I couldn't believe how easy and just delicious it was. You're going to start off with a cup of buttermilk, and please use the whole buttermilk. It just tastes better. You're going to use a 1/4 cup of mayo, and I do like the canola oil mayo. You're going to use a 1/4 cup of sour cream, and doesn't matter, use your favorite brand. You are going to use, chives are getting on there. You're going to use some parsley. This is about 2 tablespoons. And you're also going to use some chives, which came from my garden. That's why they're not all that pretty. And you're going to use lemon. And I have 2 lemons in my hand because they are so tiny. I'm going to end up using 2, but you can use 1 large one if you get the large one. You're also going to use 2 cloves of garlic. I just use the pre-peeled, ready ones to go, and we're going to just mash them up. We're going to use salt and pepper, and we're going to use 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, and that's it. The only other thing you're going to need is something to put the dressing in, and I know the garlic will go through the lid, so it's basically a pour jar. That's it. So we are going to first start on the dressing so that it can sit, and we'll be right back as soon as I do all the measurements. All right, so we're going to make the ranch dressing, and you're going to start off with your cup of buttermilk, and you're going to pour that right in there, and then you're going to take your 1/4 cup of mayonnaise and just stick it on in there. You're going to take your 1/4 cup of sour cream, stick it on in, and these are the parsley and the chives that I cut up, and all I did, once again, as I do every week, I just took scissors, and it just gives, to me, a better chop than using a knife, but you can do whatever you're comfortable with. So we're going to toss those in there, and then we're going to take our garlic, and I have this garlic masher, and we're just going to chop them up a little bit, and then just kind of put them in. You can see right where they chop it up. I didn't have to touch it. I love doing, not having to worry about that. We're just going to stick all of those in there. If the garlic gets caught in the teeth that are in there, you can just either take your finger or spatula or a fork and just kind of get it out. It's plastic, so it doesn't really mess up. And just kind of blend those in there. And from here, you're going to put the lemon juice and zest. Once again, whenever the recipe calls for a lemon, use a little of the zest because that's where the flavor is. Here's the Worcestershire sauce. And what we're going to do is we're going to whisk this. And I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, I'm blending this well, and at this point you want to look at the consistency. If you want it a little bit thicker, mine's a little thin, not much, but a little bit, you can take some more mayonnaise and just plop it on in there and just mix it up until you get the consistency that you want your dressing to be, whether it be thick or thin, and just kind of stir it up. And you're going to take your, these are the coolest little things, salt and pepper grinders that look like little rabbits. You're going to take your pepper, put a little bit of pepper, you're going to put a little kosher salt in there, just go back and forth with it. Also gives you a good workout. These are really cute. They have little magnets on the back so that I can put them right on my stove and not have to worry about them. So you're going to do your salt and pepper. And this is where, like I said, you're just going to take over. You're going to put the thickness in. You're going to try it. Oh, that's good. And just kind of mess with how much mayonnaise you want because that's going to tell you the thickness of it. So that was it. That was ranch dressing. It was so easy, and at this point, you can take a spoon or a funnel or whatever you need to put in there. I'll probably use just wax paper so that it's comes in as a cone in a funnel. And I'm just going to put it right in here. So we'll be right back to do the peppers. So we have cooked the shredded chicken and the shredded pork back here. We have taken one of the cubes of cream cheese in each one. We have also diced up, or I have diced up all of the herbs down to that. I have washed and cored almost all of the peppers. I wanted to show you how I do this. I have this handy dandy tool, and it's a jalapeno core. And you can get this at pretty much any cooking store. And you just take it in, and you just circle it around, and the core comes out nice and clean. And same with the jalapeno, you just put it in there and you just twist it around, twist it. Make sure you use gloves and it comes out clean. What you are going to want to do, however, is still rinse these out so that we get all the seeds and the meat out of it. So we're going to go do that, and we're going to start doing the stuffing part. So we're going to start doing the mixing part, and we're going to take the shredded chicken on top of the cream cheese, and we're going to put it right there, and we're going to take half of the herbs, because we're not going to do it together, the chicken and the pork. We're going to do those separate. And we take half the herbs, and all you're going to do is just make a really good mix. And it's going to take about, I don't know, a few minutes to do this. And once I get it all nice and mixed for the both of them, and you're going to do the same thing for the pork, we'll be right back and show you how to do the stuffing part. Yeah, the stuffing part. So we've mixed the chicken and the pork, and we're starting to stuff the peppers. And you are just going to stuff them just with your finger and put them in there and just lay them right there on the cookie sheet. And we're going to do all of the peppers. I'm going to do 9 chicken, 9 pork. And once we're ready, we'll be back. You're going to preheat your oven to 500 degrees. We're only going to roast them for maybe about 10 minutes. We finished stuffing them, and very colorful. I kind of like all those colors. What I did was over here I put toothpicks in the chicken ones just so I could tell the difference. Not that it matters. And I also added a few extra the little peppers that I had from my garden and some leftovers. So it made a lot more than I thought. So you could probably end up getting maybe about twice as many peppers to do this with. But we're going to put this in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes on 500, and then they'll be done. I also wanted to show you the ranch dressing. We ended up with 2 full containers of ranch dressing. So it's delicious. And we'll add that to the tops of these as a dip or dressing, whatever you want to do, but we're going to put these in the oven right now. We are finished. We've stuffed our peppers, we've roasted them, we've made homemade ranch dressing, and this is the result. I'll bring those in nice and close to you so you can see the yummy goodness. They turned out absolutely delicious, and I'll bring them on the side so that you can see all the stuffing in there. And turned out so good. I had one of the small ones and they were delicious. I hope you enjoyed being in my kitchen this week. I had fun. I hope you had fun. I hope you will share this video with all of your friends on Facebook, on Twitter, on Google+, on Reddit, any of those social medias. I've had a ball. Remember to tailgate responsibly. Don't drink and drive. Just have fun at them, though. So thank you very much. Once again, share. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye, y'all.